doing? It's the Honeydew Carpenter and the always beautiful Mrs. Honeydew Carpenter. We're live at our homestead. We're just looking down the valley and we're standing on our house pad. So we've got the septic in, the footings and the pad and all the drains for, the kitchen and the bathroom and everything. But so this is going to be kind of what the view looks like going down. Obviously, we got a skiff of snow and it was starting to melt off. And what I found is our spring slowed down a little bit. And if you look around the surrounding mountains that are way higher than us, we're about 2,500 foot elevation. The mountains around us are, between 5, 6, 7, and 8,000 foot elevation. And it's super cold and snowing up there. And that's where the hydraulic pressure comes from. And it was kind of crazy. We had a first spring up here and the hydraulic pressure came way up. And I mean, our spring was just gushing a creek. And I mean, it's still running, but it's weird to watch how the weather up in the mountains way far away, 15, 20 miles away affects the hydraulic pressure down here. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. But Melanie and I are super excited. We just watched a video that we had shot. We put the glass front on the rocket stove, and it's kind of in my imagination, I could imagine what it looked like, in there as the wood was gasifying off and the flames were coming off of it. But and I would periodically open the flapper and look in at it, and I could tell that the wood wasn't burned on the back end of the stove, but it was burning all in the front. But just to watch it and in real time with the flapper down and the rocket going, because if the flapper's up, it's not rocketing correctly because too much airflow is allowed through there and it doesn't create a negative pressure in the vortex. And that negative pressure in the vortex and sucking that air in, that unburnt superheated oxygen, because the superheated oxygen goes across the front. It's just amazing to watch it when it's how it's supposed to be. And so that glass has changed everything. I can't wait to put these videos on the rocket stove out. And, Melanie and I are going to sit down in front of the camera and have a little discussion as well and let you guys know basically why we kind of fell off the map a little bit. And just to preempt it a little bit, back in 2019 in July, I had a pretty severe head injury. I was in an automobile accident, and we're going to show you a little bit about that and how it affected our channel and my ability to work and whatnot. But we're back now, and I can't wait for you guys to see the launch of the new and improved rocket stove. A lot of people have been having questions about the last chapter and the final chapters of the instructional manual and booklet. And basically, they're all like, when are you going to finish it? When are you going to finish it? Sometimes you get knocked off your horse, and that brain injury just kind of knocked me off that horse. But we're back on now. And one thing that you're going to find is that, because Melanie basically had to sit down with me at the computer and remind me of a few things and whatnot. So she's going to be co-author on this thing. But when you see it in its new and improved state, running and everything, just totally skinned with beautiful tiles and stuff, I think you're going to be super impressed with, what you can do and using your imagination with this rocket stove. So anyways, Yeah, there's our view.
Yeah, what do you guys think about putting an aircrete house right here, and we can look down and see that? You guys see that?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, you can't even see the skyline unless you tilt it up just a little bit.
Yeah, but then you can't see you because you.
Yeah, because my shiny bald head.
I know, right?
My head's getting cold, babe. So let's look at a few of the comments and see what we got going here.
All right, so Jeff Krupke says, was wondering if the rocket mass heater book was done, and I was starting on wanting to do one. Don't have quite the whole book.
Yeah,
the
there
book
isn't.
is not done in.
One of the final elements of the book, actually, it's the one that makes the whole stove work. You know, I just sometimes think everything happens for a reason, and you know, the way I originally did it with the aircrete, that's how we have the one running right now with the aircrete stove pipes that I double walled with aircrete infused, and it works absolutely fantastic. But I also developed another one that I think will even bring more people in because the skill set takes a little bit less, that will allow a greater number of people to go, wow, I could make that stovepipe. And basically it replaces $299 sections of triple wall stovepipe. You know, because if you've looked up triple wall stovepipe, I mean, they're just uber expensive. And this is a way for you guys to do that. So there's going to be some additional things. Also, we've skinned it with 1 foot by 2 foot tiles, you know, and we're going to have links in the last chapter so that you can like basically go online to Home Depot or whatever. You can buy them wherever you want because they're a certain brand, and so there's gonna be a lot more than would have been in the last chapter. But basically, if I'm remembering right, and I'm not sure where I left off, basically the last chapter is about the aircrete stovepipe, because that's what makes the whole thing work, guys. It's, if you want a negative pressure rocket stove system, you have to have a flue that will hold some energy, and basically an object in motion wants to stay in motion, Newton's law, and that's the same way with the gas, you know. And all you have to do is measure the energy that is propelling it, and in this case the gas is propelled by heat. And if you lose too much heat going up your flue or stovepipe, that's what causes them not to work. But
all right, the Clink says, hey guys, looks like you've got a proper winter over there. We've got this false spring nonsense, all the bumblebees buzzing about and nothing to eat. We call that first spring.
Yeah, first spring. And we've kind of had one of those.
And hello from Southeast Indiana. Cold here. Been missing you, praying for you and your healing. God is walking with you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, buddy.
Good to see you back. Fire. I'm having real trouble reading, you guys. I apologize. The Peaceful Wolf Retirement says, I again from Montreal, Quebec. 12 degrees Celsius. Great to hear about all your health improvements in the team of good work. Awesome.
12 degrees Celsius is about 25 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's so bright. Like,
I know.
Off the snow. I'm having trouble. All right, the Clink, you have done any mental exercises to help out? Jim Quick is often advertised. I have personally had recent really beneficial results with neural feedback. Expensive though. We have been looking into a lot of different things, and he's done a lot of mind exercising and some clearings and some stuff like that.
Yeah, and some meditations and things like that. And it has helped tremendously. It's crazy when you intentionally put yourself into these states of mind. Your brain is smarter than we give it credit for. Like, I have a constant ring. I used to have it in both ears, but it's just in my left ear now. It quit in my right ear, and my brain compensates for that. And it's crazy. And if it quits compensating, I know it right away, because my left ear, it's just a foghorn in it, and it just, I'm just like, I need a second, babe, and I have, and so those exercises, the meditations, have, and what Melanie calls clearings, have really helped tremendously. So
Earl says Maynooth, Ontario, Canada says hello. Well, hello, Canada. That's awesome. Pavel says hello from Russia.
hey, Pavel.
What good fellows you are. Awesome. Thank you. You guys are all awesome, and it's nice to hear from someone from Russia, too. Gail says, hi, my buds. Missed you on Saturday. Did you blog? I am 80-year-old male, and I have watched you since the first rocket stove.
Right.
We did not do last Saturday. We ran into a few complications, and
Yeah,
so
meaning I was out of town.
Gail says, oh, I already read that one. Jeff, thank you, Jeff. Good. Need some help on your house build. Going to need some help on the house build? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely need some help.
We've got the septic system, all the drain system, the water in, the pad done. So yeah, we're gonna start putting the aircrete filled walls up as soon as the weather breaks.
Yep. And Lance a lot says, looking forward to your new aircrete creation. It's chilly, 63 degrees Fahrenheit in Central Florida. Wow. 63?
Yeah,
That sounds nice.
oh, yeah, that's escaped me. 63 does sound nice.
Yeah.
So, this new creation of this aircrete house, it's going to be filled with windows. The walls are going to be 14 feet tall. So in the living area, it's going to have this huge vaulted ceiling up there with these windows up high that let natural light in. It's going to have a 12 to 16 foot deck all the way around the view side of the deal here. And Mrs. Honeydew, she wants an outdoor kitchen out on the deck. And then, well, I had to, when I put the septic system in and ran the pipe out, I had to stub up some extra things out there, because she decided she wanted me to enclose part of the deck and put a big window on it with a bathtub and a sink and a toilet out so that she could take a bath and look at the view.
Did I mention how awesome it is to have Do Carpenter as a husband that can switch things up like that?
And so, yeah, when we were doing the groundwork, I added those elements into the pipe going out. So there are some drain pipes and everything necessary for the outdoor kitchen and the bathroom out on the deck, which is cool.
Very, very cool. A Peaceful Wolf for Retirement says, will the stove adapt to burn bags of little pellets?
Okay, absolutely. That's another thing. So, I already took and put cleats on and put a glass door on the front, but there's also going to be a hopper that you can put on. And what's kind of cool about it, and we're working on the software. We haven't got it done yet for with thermocouples and a stepper motor, so that the venting from the front, allowing it to use oxygen, will open and close automatically, and it will know based on the thermocouple temperatures that are along the bottom of the burn chamber. You won't even be able to see them. it'll know when the fuel is starting to diminish, and it'll shut it down for you. Because one of the big things is it's no different than any other just box stove, in that you kind of have to babysit it. So when the fuel diminishes, you need to slide the slider and shut it down, because you don't want that awesome aircrete stovepipe, which makes the whole thing work in a negative pressure, to just keep sucking all your warm air out through it. You want that to be a battery, because there's like a 60-pound core in there, you know, that'll allow it to burn up to 3,000 degrees. And you want that to stay hot. You want the air to be completely shut off when the fuel diminishes down to that point, so that it'll just radiate heat for 8-10 hours. Now, that being said, with a pellet hopper on it, you could just load 5-10 pounds of pellets into it, light it, go to work, and you know, it'll just keep running until the pellets are gone, and then shut itself off automatically. That's the goal. We haven't got the software completely figured out for the stepper motor that's going to open and close the deal with the thermocouples, but we're using what's called a Raspberry Pi. Basically, there's a processor about the size of a credit card, and an additional one that goes in at about the size of a stick of gum. So it's just teeny tiny. They only use like USB power, 5 watts, so you can run it off of a Peltier or a solar panel or a battery. It'll be self-sufficient. You don't have to plug it into the grid to make it work. So
Peaceful Retirement says thumbs up. The Clink says chili for them, I guess. It really just depends where you're at and what you're used to. Steven says, you guys are great inspiration. Currently working on a lightweight metal frame studio with aircrete walls. I owe you a beer if you ever come to England.
Okay, right
We're
on.
We're going to keep you to that. Christian says, blessings. Mike says, hello from northern Indiana. I hope to start on my aircrete dome as soon as the weather breaks here. Going to use a liquid geothermal to make the house a constant 65 degrees. That's awesome.
Right.
That's
so
really awesome.
The first, we're going to name all of our aircrete creations, you know, that we're going to create so that people can come and visit and stay in them and stuff.
And see what they like.
The first one we're going to build, we're going to call it the Oaks. And it is going to be a dome. And it'll be, I've already drawn up how the triangles are all going to fit together and the triangular pattern and stuff. And so, and we haven't quite figured out where we're going to put it. We might put it up above the smaller pond, or
I don't know.
I don't know where we're going to put it. I was thinking maybe even over there.
We need one of those people that has like a real finesse for looking and decorating.
Yeah, that's me. Don't look like you're confused, babe. Hi.
All right. Hello, beautiful in Darwin. I haven't seen you at all in quite a while. Well, hi, Mark. It's so nice to hear from you. Bluegrass Brown says, hello, everyone. First time on your live chat. Love your channel. Thank you. So nice to hear you're new on here. Steven says, love you guys so much. Can't wait to do aircrete projects on my land in Quebec.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
That is super exciting. I hope you send some pictures. You all definitely need an igloo. We should make one.
Yeah, we should make an aircrete igloo, and then when it snows on it, it'll look just like an igloo.
Right? We could make one just out of ice too.
Right.
All right. Well, I think that's good.
I do
Unless you
too.
want to say anything else.
We love you guys. Stay tuned. When I talk about the rocket stove burns that we've already filmed and stuff, I mean, we're doing it in 4K, so you know it is gonna blow your mind when you see what that fire is doing inside the burn chamber, you know, when the door is closed through the glass. It's crazy to watch that wood gas off. And once you know, once you burn it 1 or 2 times, and the inside chamber just glows, similar to that video I did where I did the forge, and the inside of the forge glows. It just glows. And you can go out and cut I mean, you can burn wet wood. It don't matter. It can be sitting out in the snow. You just throw it in there and you're like 5, 4, 3, 2, poof. And it just, I mean, it's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
So,
all right, you guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys later.